just going to clear a couple of things out of the way here. And then we're going to get back to work on doing the varnish on Big Blue here. So we're putting varnish on all of the copper metallic spots. And it's a lot of freaking work. And I kind of regret my decision, but it's going to look really cool, so we'll deal with it. Hi, Gabrielle. Hi, Cara. How's it going? It's good to see ya. How was your day? What did you get up to today? I'm just going to clear some space here. Always amaze myself at how quickly I just vomit stuff all over my table. It happens so fast, I feel like. Not a fan. Get in there. Come on. Don't fight me. All right, so I'm going to move my drink, move that palette, just push everything towards the edge of the table and hope it doesn't fall off to make room. And clean out our palette and we're good to go. All right, let me catch up. Oh, sorry. Hi, Tina. How you doing? I gotta clamp my phone here for a sec. Day was good, Cara. Wonderful. Hi, Debbie. Lovely. Gabrielle, your day was good? Good to hear. Very good to hear. Anybody doing any painting tonight while we're hanging out? Where's my other pointy tool? Whoop. So satisfying. I've been shockingly adding way too much varnish to my palette, and I'm going through it faster than I'd like. But we will learn the lesson hopefully today. Maybe a little bit. Hi, Megan. Cara's going to start painting the birdhouse tomorrow. That's exciting. My day was all right, Gabrielle. Thanks for asking. Wasn't anything in particular. It was kind of pretty quiet day. Mom's doing okay, but she's having some pain and she's having some difficulty breathing again already. So if she's not better by tomorrow, we have a doctor's appointment on Wednesday, but instead of waiting until then, if she's not better by tomorrow, I'm calling this clinic back and seeing what their suggestion is so that Mom hopefully can get some relief. But it's valuable information, because if it means that her lungs filling back up with fluid that quickly, then that's not a good thing. Hi, Kim. How are ya? Good to see ya. Miss Audrey is curled up in her bed out in the living room. She's having a good snooze. Yeah, so we're kind of on watch right now. We're going to see how she's feeling in the morning. She way overdid a bunch of things today. So we're going to assume that that has had the impact on her. We're going to assume that after she rests for the night, she's going to feel better in the morning. And if not, we've got our game plan. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good. I will definitely say hi to Audrey. I know I need to clear off my table and start bringing her bed in here and force it on her. Because I love it when she's in here. I've got a couple of things that I have to send back to Temu, and I'm looking at, instead of getting replacements for the things that I ordered, I'm thinking I'm going to use that credit towards a new cat tree that should come up level with the edge of the table. So my table ends right here, right? So I figure if I can have a cat tree that comes up to right there too, then she could be right beside the table all the time. That's my number one goal. And then I'll have a bed on the table too in case she wants to come closer. But I think it would be really cool to have her nice and close all the time. I'd always said that one day I wanted to redo this table and get new legs for it. The legs on this table are frightening to look at, but they're serving their purpose. But they're kind of angled in a little bit because this is a really friggin' heavy tabletop. So I'd always imagined getting new table legs for this and getting them lower and then getting myself like a nice chaise or small love seat to put in here and sit on that while I'm painting and be able to reach my table because it would be lower, but then there'd be a spot right next to Audrey, next to me where Audrey could sit all the time if she wanted. It's like I want to rearrange my entire studio so that there's a spot for my cat, nice and close. That's the dream anyway. So I might get her that, I might use the Temu credit that I'm going to get. And hopefully that means she'll spend more time in here with us. Now, I haven't been in here very much lately either, though, so it's not like she's been used to me being in here. I think once I'm spending more time here in the studio, she'll start spending more time. And it's been nicer weather, so she's been sitting in her window seat again, too, which is nice. I love seeing that. It makes me happy when she's up there. No, you never have to actually return them. I've had about a 50-50 bit on that. Sometimes they tell me to return it, and sometimes they tell me not to bother. We'll see. I bought a couple sweatshirts, and they're that almost... You know that material that when you drag your hand over it, heaven forbid, you've got one little tiny bit of dry skin and it catches to everything and you hear the crack when you rub your skin over it? Maybe that's just because I have dry skin and that would solve all of my problems, but it's still... So I'm so disappointed too because the hoodie was one that had gone out of stock for a while, and one of them was that had gone out of stock for a while, and I was so excited when it came back, and then I got it, and I'm like, it's crap material. It was a white hoodie with huge letters on the front that just said no, and then on the right sleeve there was an N, and on the left sleeve there was an O, and I just really, really liked it. Just no. N-O, no. But luckily I have a friend who runs a custom hoodie company who I should have gone to in the first place, but I was being a cheap ass. So I'm going to see if she'll be able to make one for me. And in the meantime, I will at least process the return, and then, yeah, maybe I'll be able to get a new cat tree for Miss Audrey. Give her a more permanent spot in here. All right. All right, so it's Sunday. How was the weekend? How's everybody's week looking ahead of them? Anybody need a pep talk for the upcoming week? Anybody want to celebrate anything, or what do we got going on? All right, and I'm going to come up here and I'm going to zoom in again. And we're going to try and finish some of these dots that are just a little bit off. You had a good weekend, Kim? That's good. I'm glad to hear it. There we go. That's better. This one's almost about to make a huge mess. Oh, it's totally going to make a huge mess. Look at it. Lovely weekend, Megan. Super dreading work tomorrow. Oh no, do you have a long week ahead of you? I hope that you have a good week. You had a good weekend, Cara? That's good. Some of these just need a little more varnish because they're a little skimpy. But I feel like I'm getting into a never-ending circle here where if I keep adding varnish to everything, then it's always going to be uneven. Like I feel like I'm creating a never-ending cycle for myself. I probably am. Oh well, let's just go with it. See what happens. Very busy. Yeah, that's the nice thing about busy weeks is they go by a little bit faster at least, right? But I learned from Jenna that you can get price adjustments after you order. Oh, interesting. That's cool. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. All kinds of tricks in the books, eh? Good to know. Thanks, Tina. I need to get out my little pointer again because I'm losing touch on where I just finished. All right, let me get my little stick. And we'll figure out where the hell I'm supposed to be. No, so we're going there. So now we go here. I think I'm a little too zoomed in, aren't I? Here we go. I'm going to go to this one instead because that one needs it more. Sad about Joanne Fabrics going out of business. Guess I'm limited on small yarn section of Meyer, which is, yeah, better than no yarn. Do you have a Walmart that you can go to? They'll sometimes have some decent yarns too. Go to that one. Just want to look at my texture here for a second. I feel like if I look at the painting from the side, I can see where there are potential dips in the texture, and that can sometimes help me figure out where I'm at, but most of these are looking pretty good. Yeah, most of this is looking pretty good. on this row, so that's exciting. Went to Joann's today and got some candles and a nice journal and a beginner crochet kit. Nice. Surprisingly, I didn't have any recent orders to try it. Being sick has its advantages, right? You're like, well, holy shit, you guys. Hold on, I gotta zoom out. You gotta see this sunset. I'm so sorry, I just looked up. But wow. It's like fluorescent pink in person. It's way pinker in person. I wish I could get the actual look of it. Wow. Sorry, that was that was striking. Oh, they didn't have any diamond painting? That sucks. I'll be able to take a screenshot off the video. Maybe Walmart will have something for you, Cara. So pretty, eh? I'm very lucky. I get some beautiful, beautiful sunsets. All right, so I'm going to go right here. Hopefully those two won't run together. I've got a couple more in here that I want to do, I think. I'm going to try and do a couple in a row and see if I can keep it together if I'm not putting a huge amount on. I'm worried about the varnish running together if I'm not careful. Do. I'm feeling very motivated to get this one done. I feel like we're so close to having it done. Because I sat and thought for a minute, I'm like, maybe we should do something different on the live tonight. And I thought, you know what? No, let's get it done. Once it's done, then it can really be done and not thought about again, and we can move on to the next, whatever's next. All right, now the next couple of rows, I think we're going to have some more spots to cover. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit. Zooming in helps me see which ones need my assistance, but I don't want to get in too close. Let's see. All right. How are your stars coming along, Megan? Did you get some good painting done on them? Oh my God, it's just getting pinker, you guys. Wow, it's so pretty. Isn't it wonderful to see some beauty and magic? Because that's magical. Okay, I'm going to pull you up here again for a second. Because it's just getting... It's almost like you can kind of see... No, it still doesn't show it. But the pink goes all the way up to here now. And all the way out here. So all of this stuff that you see that looks kind of like that pinky gray, and it goes all the way out here, it's actually like cotton candy pink right in there. I wonder if I zoom in and if it'll improve the... Oh, I can't turn my camera that way. Ah, crap. God. It's just getting pinker. Oh, So pretty. All right. All right. Focus, Jamie. We're here to paint. Got Martha Stewart metallic and glitter paints. Nice. That's awesome. They're such nice paints to work with. I wish that the whole line would come back of Martha Stewart paints. You did, Megan. Good. Have 2.5 out of 6 finished. Then I got distracted and I'm painting a charcuterie board. Nice. I love it. Follow those impulses and ideas. I think we almost have to have multiple projects on the go, eh? So let's see. I think this is the first one to start with in this row. I'm going to try and just go and spot fix. There we go. Maybe that one. That one looks a little sparse. I'm playing with fire, getting so close to the neighboring dots. But I'm gonna do it anyway. All right. Fingers crossed that that works out. Okay, I think we will go down to this one now. It's that little ring around it that I'm trying to get rid of on the side over here. And Tina, how you doing today? Have you been able to do any painting at all? These all look pretty good. I think we'll do this one. Oh, I hope you're able to soon. So hard, eh? It's just so hard when you want to do something and your body just tells you that it's not happening. And frustrating isn't even the word. Infuriating is probably a better word. Do that one then. Let's get out of that one. Hi, Asia. Listening, but working on some design stuff. Wonderful. Happy to have you here. Always nice to get to spend time together and do some body doubling. I'm gonna try and do the next one too. All right, I think we got one more down here. Oh wait, there's one up here. Where is that one? And then this one. All right, I think we now officially have 2 rows completed. Oh shit, no, wait. Now 2 rows completed. There we go. Now what landed in my varnish? Is that hair? What are you? Are you just drying up already? Are you kidding me? All right, so let's go now. I'm gonna move this over here. Here to row number 3. And we are going to start right there. Definitely. And then I'll look through the camera and see what that one tells me. Yes, I will do that one too. Yeah, I've got one and I don't have it turned on often enough, I guess. I should probably have one here in the room with me. I'll have to get on that and get another one. Hey, Steffi. How's it going? All right. How you doing, Steffi? What's new? I'll go down to this one, I think. I'm good. I missed your TikTok and Patreon. It's good to see ya. Always good to see ya. Mom's doing okay. She's having some more breathing issues again, though, which is not good. So we're just keeping a close eye on her, hoping that she's going to get some rest tonight. And if she's not better in the morning, then I'm going to call the place that did the draining of the fluid and see what their suggestion is. I think I mentioned that they wanted to put Mom back on onto a diuretic, and so we opted to do the draining and then do the diuretic when she sees her family doctor on Wednesday. So I'm even going to say to them, hey, listen, like, can we at least get the diuretic started? Like, do we have to wait until Wednesday for that, for the family doctor? Can we maybe get it started with her now? Hopefully. So we'll see. But for right this minute, she's okay. She's laying down and having a snooze tonight. So she's doing all right. Just playing it by ear. Fix that one. That one looks goopy. Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you. I hope so too. That is exactly what we're hoping for. But we've got a plan if that is not the case. And we are not messing around with the plan. Oops. Like that one now. So anybody watching, I do not recommend doing this unless you really enjoy this kind of meticulous work. I'm not hating it, but I can't tell you that I'd be excited to sit and do it again anytime soon. So go into that with that warning. All right, 3 rows done. Now we can go on to row number 4, and we go here. Yeah, I hate when the clocks change. I forgot that the clocks changed last night, though, until I woke up this morning, and I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. And then I kind of remembered. I'm like, oh, right, daylight savings, right. But yeah, it messes big time with sleep, eh? Go here. Yeah, I wish we didn't do daylight savings. This one. I think I gotta put out new varnish soon. I'll try that one too. You went to bed an hour early. That's a really good plan. Yeah. It's too hard. It's amazing how just 1 hour can mess with you so bad, eh? All right, let's do both of those. Well, let's try and do a few in a row here. That one doesn't look good. I was gonna get a ring around it again. And this one's gonna get a ring around it too. All right, so now we go down to this one. Whew. David, hello, how are you? How have you been? It's so wonderful to see you. Steffi, when I get up tomorrow at 5, it'll be 4 a.m. to me, so I'll still be blear-eyed. Yeah, it's too hard. It's too hard. Oh, it's so lovely to see you, David. What are you doing up so late? Oh, I guess with the time change, do you do daylight savings as well? Have you already done it? All right, I gotta put out some more varnish because this stuff is getting gooey. Ugh. Yeah, last night, I slept terrible last night, and Audrey slept terrible. She had me up every 45 minutes to an hour, biting me to wake me up. So I gave up after a while, but I was cranky. Cranky. Oh, I might have just screwed myself here. There we go. All right, I think I did it without screwing it up. Without putting too much on there. That one. That one, skip one. That one. And then skip one. Anyone just joining us now, this piece is a piece I've been working on for months and months and months and months, maybe even over a year or so. And I have varnished it with a matte varnish. And now I'm going back over the metallic spots with a high gloss varnish. To just try and make that stuff really be accentuated. Cindy at the Rain Gallery, Raine, uses this technique a lot for her paintings and in some of her creations. So if you want more examples of this kind of idea, definitely go check out Cindy's YouTube channel. All right, I think we look good from there on out for that row. 4 rows done, yay! These ones were fun swoops. I really enjoy the shaping process with the really pointy tool because I like the precision you can get when you're really controlling it with the pointy tool as opposed to when you're dragging the paint down with the dotting tool. There's something about it, just the clean lines that you can create with that really pointy tool is just so satisfying. Doing good now. A few health issues which pushed me out of the loop for a while. Back to okay. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. It's wonderful to see you. And I hope that you continue to feel better and can spend some time doing some stuff you really enjoy. And hopefully that means spending some time with us too, which would be lovely. Shit, I just missed one up here. There we go. I don't think we have any in this row. We do have a couple in this row though, quite a few in this one, so we'll do these. So we are starting with that one. Have you been able to do any painting? And is there anything we can do to support you, David? Yeah, the pink dollar store pointy thingy. Oh, that sucks, Kara. Yeah, sometimes they hurt. They can really hurt sometimes. Get in there. Better. A little bit better. Gotta back away from eating so much sweets. It's so hard though, isn't it, Kara? Oh, sure, I'll zoom out for you, sure. All right, so this is the whole piece. Let me see if I can get this to stay put. So I've been going around. We're finishing this side right now. Then we've got to finish this row, go back around the center, go through these little tiny swoops that are on each side here, and then go through these dots here. Once that's all done, I do have some background touch-ups that I need to do. So what I'm probably gonna do, I'm hoping to be able to do that just with matte varnish. That's my hope. So I'll be able to go in with a small brush, hopefully take care of some of these little imperfections in the varnish. I'll show you one over here. You can kind of see these kind of lighter brush strokes here. Kind of, there you go. See how that looks kind of dirty compared to over here where it's nice and smooth? It looks kind of cruddy there. So I'm going to try and fix that. I've got a couple spots where the gloss varnish moved over or spread out onto the mat as well. So I'll get those ones taken care of too. And hopefully that'll do it. Hopefully. It's been in the works for a long time though. Be nice to get this one done. I really like it. It was a fun idea that came out of an idea from a coloring book, a snowflake coloring book. And it didn't turn out quite the way that I thought it was going to or had intended it to, but still turned out pretty cool so far, I think. I'm just touching up a couple on the far side here. Sorry, let me move over. I got distracted because I saw some over here. I'm like, ooh, I've got to fix those. And I think I'm going to fix them with the teeny tiny pointy tool. There's just a couple that look kind of sloppy. That might just be, I need to let my brain let go of it and move on, or else I think I'm going to drive myself crazy with this one. Yeah, it's never going to end. Sooner or later, I have to just walk away. It's hard when I've got a couple rows and they all look so lovely and perfect. So I think it makes them jump out when when they're not quite. All right, I think that's a little bit better though. I don't see any others that are making me tense, so we'll move back over here and keep going over here. Ah, thanks, Steffi. You're good now? Good. Not been able to paint for months. Cleaned my space today. Oh, lovely. That must have felt good. That must have felt really good. Feels so fresh start feeling, eh? When you can get a nice clean space and just, yeah, nice clean slate and good space to go off from. I hope that and it can kind of clean out any bad energy that could be lingering around from everything you've gone through. I can't wait to see what you do. Yeah, it is. It's really hard to give up the sweets, Cara, for sure. With something that ornate and large, I'm terrified you'll spill something on it. I'm terrified too. I've been waiting for that to happen, honestly. I'm like, you know what? Kind of seems like something I would do. for being honest. It totally would be the kind of thing where I'd be like, hey guys, welcome to the live. We need to talk. Something bad happened today. And the something bad is that I dumped a Diet Coke on my painting. Or Diet Pepsi on my painting. Oh, I'm so glad, David. It's so wonderful to see you. I'll hear you scream from the hills of Tennessee. Like, what's that noise? That must be Steffi. Yeah, I'm hoping it won't. I'm trying to be my absolute carefulest, I promise. We've got, once this one's done, we've got another one to do this with. And that is going to be, if you remember the rainbow brushwork piece that I did the rainbow brushwork with Bambi Bliss Drops, which is a gold shimmer bliss drops. For anybody not familiar with the Bliss Drops paints. And I did the same thing. I did the matte varnish. And then I was going over all of the metallic bliss drops with the high gloss varnish. So that will be the next one we work on. So this is something you're going to see me doing for quite a while, I think. Here. So I'm still going to do every other one where I need to because I don't want to risk the varnish running together on between neighboring dots. So I will do this one. And then we'll come back to it later. It was just because I did a shitty rush job the last time I put varnish on this dot. So hopefully it'll do better this time. All right. I want to get them perfect, so we're going to keep going. Sure helps to look through my camera, though, on my phone, because I can't see a lot of these little imperfections with my eye, or at least it's taken a lot of effort for my eye to focus on them to see them. So this is helping. next time I might not even varnish at all, you know. I read, was it a TikTok I saw, or it was an Instagram post about how you don't even really need to technically varnish acrylic paintings. So I'm starting to think, you know what? Screw it. Or you know what I might do is I could go through and do, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to figure that one out. With bliss drops, it would be easy to, you know, varnish the whole thing in matte and then go in with the gold and paint it, and then the bliss drops would adhere to the varnish almost. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's go into the center here and start going around our center circle. Where are you? We're gonna start right here. This is gonna take a while yet for this to all get finished. I hate varnishing. I'm always disappointed with the look of the painting after I've varnished. Always. And it really upsets me. Because there's been paintings that I varnished it and I'm like, you know what, before I varnished it, I liked it. Don't like it now. And sometimes that's just because of the finish that I chose, you know, like if I chose a gloss finish and I regret it, you know, but even still, I find that I'm almost always disappointed with how it looks after varnish. Now, there's exceptions to every rule, right? Like, I'm happy with my incense holders and my candle holders when I varnish them. It's really just the panels and the big pieces, the wall art pieces. Well, and it's funny because, you know, there's definitely benefits to varnishing, right? Like if you're going to be hanging a painting where it's going to get a lot of direct sunlight to protect it from UV, to make it easier to clean, all those sorts of things. So it's hard, right? Because there's a lot of real benefits to varnishing. But I don't know, I feel like when it's it's sacrificing the look of the painting might not always be worth it, you know? That one. Mod Podge. Yeah, Mod Podge does a really good job for sure. I used Mod Podge on my candle holders and my incense holders, and it works great. Mod Podge, for anybody who hasn't used Mod Podge before, it can work really, really well. The matte Mod Podge gives a really nice and velvety, smooth matte finish. So if you are a fan of matte like I am, like Steffi mentioned, it's a really nice finish, and it's a nice protectant on candle holders, incense holders, that sort of thing. It's not easy to spread. So if you're going to use if you're going to use Mod Podge, whichever finish, if you find that it's really thick and gluey, if you mix a 50-50 mix of Mod Podge and water, it'll brush on so nicely and won't get all gooped up and sticky and yucky. And it'll give you a really nice finish. I've never used it on, I might have used it on canvases or panels and stuff before. Maybe I have. So I don't remember. I'm going to say I don't remember on that one because I'm not 100% sure if I ever have or not. A triple thick spray fin unless I'm craving matte. Yeah. Everyone has their favorites, right? And everyone has that preference of how they want things to be, how they want it to look finished and what kind of finishes they prefer. And there's so many to choose from, right? Oops, which one are we doing? That one? So I'll still have a couple more to do. That one doesn't look bad. That one looks a little crappy. I'm going to experiment with it and say, you know what, there's going to be ones that I'm just not going to varnish. And they should be fine. You know what, I'm going to try this one because it's bugging me. I want to see if I can do this without it running into the dot next to it. I should have space. That looks better. Yeah, and satin is really nice. And the Deco Art satin. I haven't tried the Deco Art satin. I've tried Liquitex satin. I'll have to try the Deco Art. But satin is a really nice compromise between the two. And in a lot of cases, I think it can highlight things almost better than the gloss. I find that depending on what you're painting, the gloss, it just depends on what you're painting, how the gloss looks, right? How it reflects and everything. And whether you use a brush on or a spray. A spray gloss I find is a lot nicer than a brush on gloss. It's too easy to get brush strokes and imperfections and dust bits and stuff when you're brushing it on, I find anyway. So if you're going to use a gloss and you're able to use a spray, then that's definitely ideal. Oh, sorry for the shaking of the camera, you guys. Yeah, matte will make the metallics look dull, but I'll show you the comparison because I've got a couple of these big swoops on this piece. That will it'll impact the bliss drops the same way. Like I can still look at this paint and I still know that it's a metallic paint, but it's not, it's just dull. Yeah, not too matte, not too shiny. Yeah, it's a perfect mix. So if we look at, let's look at these two. So this one is the one that has varnish on it. This one is the one that does not. So the one on the bottom does not have matte, does not have gloss varnish. This has matte varnish over it, and this is one that I've gone over with the gloss. So you can still tell that it's metallic, right? It just loses that little bit of oomph. You're welcome. Yay. I'm glad that was helpful. All right, so we did that one. So now we're going to skip over to this one. See how it still has that little bit of a ring around it? That's what I'm trying to get rid of there. There we go. So I think I'm about like 50% done on the rainbow brushwork piece that has the Bambi Bliss drops, but it's going to be kind of like this, like going through and finding those few spots that, you know, may need another coat of varnish, or just doing those touch-ups. But hopefully we can get that one done as well. And maybe get off my ass and get a couple of them sold. Wouldn't that be fun? One thing that I have learned is that up to this point, if you order in any products in the US from a small Canadian business, if it is valued at under $800, you are able to import it without the tariffs. Now, that was what I heard 2 days ago. With everything changing so friggin' quickly, I don't know if that is, like, especially if you're watching the recording, I don't know if that is still valid or not, or if it's accurate. But that is what I'm seeing now. I still highly, highly, highly recommend you do your due diligence and do some research yourself to find out how you're going to be impacted by that sort of thing. And I always say, you know what? Whether you're supposed to get charged it or not, you almost have to prepare to get charged it. And be okay with that extra cost, right? So no guarantee. Yeah, every 30 minutes is something different. But that would be nice if that's the case, because then you can still feel good about what you do order in from Canada. Now, from what I have heard from the person that in the report that I got this off of, they said that right now that is just due to personnel shortages, right? Because there's just not enough people to go through and process absolutely every single thing with the tariffs and process it all. So until a time when that changes, or till whatever else changes, who knows? But we'll find out. But that is, if that's the way that it stays, that is very good news, right? Very, very good news. Oops. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. I feel like I'm moving and shaking an awful lot, and I don't want to make anyone dizzy or nauseous. And speaking of dizzy or nauseous, I haven't put my glasses back on. No wonder I can't see properly. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Drive over the border, meet for lunch, and then and there you go. That works. Wouldn't that be great? That'd be awesome. I don't know that driving over the border changes it, though. Because I feel like an import is an import whether you drive it over or ship it in. So I feel like it's stuff that they'll catch there as well, just like we catch duty and stuff, right? But it would be nice if it stays that way. That one we're skipping. So we're going to go to that one now. Curious if at the border, if we bring a gift, how they know it's not ours. Yeah, I don't know about that either. I think you still have to declare it, though. You still have to declare the amount that you're bringing in. But you can say it's yours, that it's not a gift. That's where that one would come in, I think. All right, now we are gonna go to yep. I travel with art. I bring big paintings with me so I can feel at home in my hotel room. Of course I'm bringing my own candle holder. Who wouldn't? All right, so let's move over here. And we're gonna go now to this one. And I think I'm gonna have to get out more varnish again here. And this one just needs more varnish because it's just a little flat lump. I think we've only gone about halfway around. All right, let's try this. I did a needle punch Pete Bunny. It's at the verve of a canvas now to dot eggs around it. Oh, at the center of a canvas. That's cool. Oh, that's gonna be so fun. I've never tried punch needle. Is it as fun as it looks? It looks like it's really fun. It does sound cute, doesn't it? I love that. I love the mix of having the textured center and then painting it. So did you just punch needle it onto and then you're gonna gesso the canvas? Yes, please do. Oh, I'm dying to see. That sounds really, really cool. That sounds really neat. I'll seal it. Okay, gotcha. You'll seal it and then put that on there. I can't wait to see. That sounds really, really cute. That sounds really cool. I've wondered about taking a picture of a mandala and doing like a punch needle, right? Like imagine having your own little mini dot mandala punch needle coaster or the little mug rugs. I've thought about it with tufting too, when you can go to these tufting places to learn how to tuft carpet, and the idea of, you know, you can take your own photo and then tuft your carpet. I'm like, oh, I want to take a photo of one of my paintings and tuft a carpet with that. That'd be so neat. Traced them into the center, dotted around the shape in egg tools. Oh my god, that's going to be so friggin' cute. Oh, I can't wait to see. Yes, definitely please share. That's cool. Uh-oh, I already did this one, didn't I? What's the next one that I need to do here? This one probably. I love all the creative ideas. That's so cool. And mixing it up, right? You don't have to do everything in the same media. Mix it up. Depending on how far we get tonight, we might be lucky enough to just do one more pass over this one, and then it might be done. Wouldn't that be exciting? All right, let's keep going here. Okay, I didn't do that one yet. That's good. All right, we're getting closer to back to where we started. Absolutely, please do. Absolutely. Always feel free to use the Patreon chat to share what you're working on, whether it's Patreon related or not. Especially and this is for anybody who is a Patreon member, whether you are a paid member or a free member, does not matter. There are chats there, and you post whatever you want to share. Show it off. I want to see. Always, always, always want to see. Where did I just do that? Right there? Okay, so I need to go there now. There. All right, spin a little bit more. We are getting close to being done this one. This round anyway. So we're gonna go there. Whoop, right there. Oh shit. I just made a mess. Oh no, I think I'm all right. Yep, okay. Yep, this one needs to be redone. Sometimes it's just that little bit. That one. Where did I just do that? Was that here? Yes. I lost track again. All right, so we're gonna go to this one. That's where the problems are gonna start, when I start doing stupid crap like that, like dropping my stuff. That was not very compassionate. It's not stupid stuff. It has nothing to do with my intelligence, Jamie. I'm trying to be more really deliberate with my words. I'm not doing great with it, but I'm trying. I'm trying not to say stuff like that to myself. I might have panicked. I'm so sorry. Are you breathing okay? Is your heart starting to slow down? Skip one, go here. Yeah, this center ring will need one more go round, I think. But then we should be, how exciting, one more session. And it might, depending on what we can get done tonight, it might even be a super quick one. All right, so that was where? Here. So then I need to go here. There. Okay. Oh, I dropped another tool. Oh. All right, here we go. But it was off to the side, so we're all right. All right, so we go over 2. Again, I'm going every 2 so that I don't risk those dots running together. I want the nice distinct dots going all the way around this piece as best as I can. So, trying very hard not to do 2 next to each other so that I can, I'll go back over and do another round where I go over the ones that I'm not getting this time. That's why it's taken so many rounds. And sometimes I screw up the first or second round and then have to repair it with a third. I think that's kind of where we're at now. We're getting close to doing like 4 or 5 rounds. If I do this again on another painting, I need to come up with a system to keep track of what I've done, how many coats I've done, and all of that good stuff. But that'll come if I ever do something like this again, right? All right, so we've got this one now. All right, and that's the last one we're doing for tonight, because now we're back to where we started. We started with this dot right here. So we're gonna let that dry, and we are going to, I'm gonna zoom you out and lift you up. Okay, so for the update, I'll do a little sweep over everything else, but we definitely have some in this row. Definitely have some in that circle. Really haven't done much for the little tiny swoops over here yet. But for the remainder of tonight, or at least for this next chunk, we're going to focus on these dots on this side, working our way from left to right to fill in the gaps that we have here. So I'm going to bring this in closer to me. And I'm going to make sure my cord isn't hanging down to touch any wet varnish. And let's zoom in and see what we got. All right. Here we go. So some of these were done really crappy, so I'm going to be fixing some that are look like they're kind of almost done, but not quite. And again, I think that's going to kind of keep being the theme to go around a few times for all of this, but we'll do the best we can. At some point, I will give up and say, enough's enough. I can't do this anymore. It's just a matter of when. That's better. So these guys were done the last time, and the varnish will shrink up a bit too. So that doesn't help. So now I'm just trying to go around the edges again to get rid of that kind of ring. Now let me move these. So I just did that one and that one. That one looks good. That one. That one looks good. This one I need to do. See, does that one look good? No, I'm going to do that one again. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We'll come down to this one. Oh, good. I was able to get away with just doing a little bit on the edge. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, there's that one. That one. That one's good. That one's good. That one's cruddy. So one of the things that I think screwed me up before was that I would go through and I would do every other, but then I'd forget where I was, so I'd skip one and I'd have two together, or I'd skip two, and it kind of screwed up the whole process because it made it so easy to lose track of what I was doing and where. So I feel like this is almost a little bit of a reset to get back to making it obvious which ones I've done and which ones I haven't so far. I dropped Mr. Peep in the Patreon chat. Oh, cool. Yay! I don't have my iPad with me right now, but I'll go and have a look after. So if anybody wants to go and check out the Patreon chat, go see. All right, so we're going to start up here. Oh, cat hair. Right, like this is an example of one that I didn't stick with the original every other. But I'm gonna stick with the every other all the way across on these ones and go from there. So there, there, nope, there, there. All right, now I gotta track this. So I went there, there, there. So now I'll go there. Stop it, okay. I can't wait to see. I'll get up and go get my iPad because I want to see. That one's good. That one's a little off. Better. A little off. Here. Here. This little pointer sure helps my brain. I should have implemented it when I first started this part of the process. Way back when. This piece has been put aside so many times. To there. How's everybody doing? Everyone doing all right? Got about another half hour, I think, to hang out tonight. I'm going to be doing 2 lives tomorrow, though, as long as everything is good. If I end up having to, you know, take Mom to the doctor or something, that might change. But otherwise, we're going to try and do a Patreon live tomorrow. And it's going to be the continuation on of the piece we started in the Inspiration Deck Live in February. The one with all the circles and all the spirals that we were going to do. But I'll keep you guys posted. All right, I'm going to finish this row. I'm going to have to get out more varnish anyway, so it's a good stopping point for a second. Whoops. And then I will go grab my iPad so we can see Steffi's picture. All right, so now we're going to be moving on to that row. I'll set that aside. I'm going to zoom out. And I'm going to go grab my iPad. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Ow. All right, let me just get it open here. Patreon. Come on. Open. Oh my God, that's so cute. Oh, that's so cute, Steffi. Look. Isn't that so cute? Oh, I love it. That's so sweet. That's fun. I can't wait to see it finish. It's beautiful. I love it. Love, love, love it. I love the ideas. Just seeing all the different stuff. Should I decorate the eggs? That can be pretty cool, even if you just did some of them. Like the big ones. Or just picked a few here and there. That could be kind of cool. Right? It could be cute, eh, Tina? Yeah, they would, right, Megan? Yeah, I think they'd be really cute. Yeah, yeah. I don't think you have to go through and do every single one of them, but you could go through the big ones. And you could change the colors, right? Like use the colors from a different colored egg to do the little decorations. And you could pick a couple different decorations that you could do on them. I think that'll be cute. Get in there. All right, let's zoom in. And we are now going on to row number 3. So let's bring this here. I'm gonna bring you here. Sure, here. All right, and let's see, where are we gonna start? It doesn't matter a damn where we start because most of them are crap. So we are gonna start with this one. I'm gonna start in 2. I think that'll look really cute, Steffi. That's fun. To this one. Other than Christmas, I've never really done a lot of stuff to do with other holidays throughout the year. Maybe Valentine's if I did any, but not much. It's like a whole other world of ideas to tap into, though, which is so cool. There's so many cool craft stuff out there, too. I think we've all kind of caught ourselves and said, you know what, if I had to predict this, I don't know that I would have ever predicted that I would be painting this. Like, I don't know that I ever would have predicted that I was going to paint a wooden VW bus, right? Or a clock. Or even some of the boxes and stuff. I don't know. It's fun to think about. Okay. Looking through the camera, trying to see what I'm doing. And I didn't put my glasses back on. Every time I look up, I forget to take my glasses off and then wonder why I get dizzy. And then I look back down and wonder why I'm dizzy because I don't put my glasses back on. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. Here. All right, so what I'll do too the next time, we'll keep working on this. We'll see how much of this we can get done. If we get these rows of dots done, or see how much of these rows we can get done, then we'll go to the little tiny mini swoops. And then when we hang out tomorrow night, we'll start with, because I'll be on YouTube tomorrow night from 7 to 9 as well. We will start on the big swoops and all the stuff in the center design. And work our way out. And that might actually help us finish the whole entire damn thing, which would be really cool. I'm going to use something smaller again now. Right. That's too big. Let's use this. Here we go. Oh, don't roll. Don't roll. Come on. Here we go. Is that where Yes, that is where I dropped the palette the other day. That's exactly where that was. Last minute decision when I was finishing punching and then I was getting mounted on something. Yeah, that's cool. I love it. Good thinking. Really good thinking. Where did I do? Did I do here? I don't know what the hell I did here. Oh, I did here. Now we go here. My pointer wasn't pointing right. Let's do that one again. All right, we're going back to the piece of wood. Is that good? No, that needs a bit more. All right, then down here. Next I go just past the tail of the light blue one here. I'm going to start using the tails of these swoops as my reference points, I think. This one. And then just before the tail of the navy one. So then that was just before the tail of the navy one, so then that would be this one. Whoops. Oh, my extension just unstuck. My extension cord just unstuck from the wall in my room. I just heard it fall off the I just heard it fall off the wall. Usually it falls off the wall because I forget that I'm attached to it and I go and pull something that's plugged into it. Usually I rip it off the wall myself. It doesn't usually fall on its own. Alright, so now we're here. So now we're going to the tail of that one. So the tail of that one. That's helping, I think. Oh, super hunched over though. Oh my God. Please remember to stretch. That was an hour and 45 minutes where I was hunched over. Please make sure you stretch. Take care of your body. All right. Now we go to this one. Somehow managed to grab it without anything getting hurt or smudged. Love it. All right, so now we're going to this one. So for anybody new watching, hello, my name is Jamie. It's nice to meet you. I'm a mandala artist and teacher. For these lives, I don't really do any instruction, but I'm happy to answer any questions, and I just kind of work on whatever projects I've got on the go on my table. This particular painting has been a work in progress for many, many, many moons. And what I've done is I did a matte varnish first, and then I'm going back over the metallic areas with a high gloss varnish to hopefully have them stand out a little bit. That one's okay, that one's okay. And so sometimes the varnish has shrunk and left these kind of rings around. So I'm just going back over and adding more varnish on those ones to kind of do a little bit of a touch-up. Now the reason I'm going every other, oh, cat hair. The reason I'm going every other, doing this on every other dot is if I do every dot, then some of them are way too close together and the varnish is going to run together into a great big blob. So I'm going over this a couple different times as stuff dries and as I eventually get all of the dots taken care of. All right, so now we're moving on to the next row. So then tomorrow night when we get together for the next live, I'll keep going on this. But if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. I do have a Patreon where I do online workshops. I do exclusive lives over there as well. So if you want to come and hang out there, I'd love to see ya. Oops. But yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. That one, that one, that one. Oh yeah, that one's not good. So you can kind of see that ring that is around each of these dots. The other thing I want to mention to anybody who is new to this live, please just know that while I'm painting, I can't see the screen on my phone all the time. So I'll paint for a little bit and then I'll pause and come back and catch up to whatever I've missed. All right, so just before the navy blue. So I'm just trying to get that ring gone, and then once this fully dries, I'll go in and do the ones that I'm skipping, and it should look a lot better. Hopefully, anyway. So I'll be live again tomorrow night here on YouTube from 7 to 9 p.m. And if you are around 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern, I should say. So if you are around and want to come hang out, that would be lovely. All right, so now I'm going to the one right after the light blue. Oops. All right, now we're going to, that one's okay. That one is going to be the next one. This one. It's a really tiny, subtle difference, but I hope it makes it look a little bit neater as we go. Are you heading out, Kim? It's good to see ya. I hope you're able to get back to your diamond painting soon. So we still have about 10 minutes that we'll hang out here tonight, and then we will sign off for tomorrow. That one's not quite. That's better. That one's good. We'll do that one now. Are you heading out, Kara? It was good to see you. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Have a really good night. Sleep well. All right, now we're going to that one. And that one. Right after. And then the one just before the light blue. All right, that one's okay, that one's okay. Let's do that one again. That little dinky thing. And then that one. And that one. And this actually might be it, you guys, because after this row, I'm going to need to put out more varnish. And I don't know that that's something that I want to do tonight for the sake of a few minutes. So we might just call it quits after this one, after this row. And then I'm going to make a note where we left off. And that one's good, actually. All right, so we'll just have to do the outer row, and I'm going to even just put a little star. Or, because that'll all come off. So we'll do that next time. So if I put more varnish out now, then it's going to just get dried out. So we will call it quits for tonight on this one. From this angle, it looks like a really pretty X-Wing fighter from Star Wars. But we will gather again, excuse me, tomorrow. Let me, where is it? Oh, I can't find it. The piece that we're going to work on tomorrow afternoon. So 2 to 4 p.m. Oh my gosh, excuse me. 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern on Patreon for the Inspired and the Symmetry Seekers tiers. And then tomorrow night we'll be back on YouTube from 7 until 9, and we'll keep working here on Big Blue. I hope to see you soon. I love you to bits, and thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. Thank you, Tina. Good night, Steffi. Good night, Cara. I love you guys to bits. Please take care of yourselves, okay? And I will look forward to hopefully seeing you sometime tomorrow. I'll be 7 to 9 on YouTube here on Tuesday night as well. Thanks, Steffi. Mwah! Right back at ya. I love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.